Hi, my dearest 8th A. So, as you know, in the last video we were discussed about the third property, that was associativity. And altogether we have discussed three properties, and first property was closure, then second property was commutativity, and third property we have discussed is associativity. So by that three, the all properties are over. So this is a happiness for you, all the properties being finished. Which are the properties? Commutativity, then associativity, and closure property. In order to check closure and commutativity, we need only, yes, very good, two numbers. But in order to check associativity, we need, yes, three numbers. So we have discussed properties well, and by your response, I can feel that you understood all the concept well. So now it is a time to go to the next session, and next session is role of zero. And if you consider the chapter rational numbers as a movie, then the zero has a superb role in this movie. So that's why we are going to discuss about the role of zero in this topic. And just watch this video, and when you watch the video, please give the complete your concentration, complete your all your senses to me while I'm explaining. Okay, are you ready? So just watch this video and learn everything well. So as I told you, the first section is role of zero. In order to discuss role of zero, let me give you some question. 2 plus something is equal to 2. What will be that something? You have to find it out. And 3 plus something is equal to 3. Then what will be that something? 2 by 3 plus something is equal to 2 by 3. What will be that something? Minus 4 plus something is equal to minus 4. Then what will be that something? This is your question. That means you have to find a number such that when you add that number with another number, you have to get the same number. That means which will be that number such that when you add that number with any number, you have to get the same number. That means if you add a particular number to 2, we have to get the same number 2. If you add a particular number to 3, we have to get the same number as 3. If you add a number with the 2 by 3, we have to get the same 2 by 3. Then which will be that number? Can anyone tell me? Yes, of course, that is 0. Why? Because we know that when we add, it is not 6, it is 0, okay? And when we add 0 with any number, we will get the same number here. When we add 0 with any number, we will get the same number. Are you following me? That's why 0 is known as additive identity. Why this 0 is known as additive identity? Why? Because when we add 0, listen here, the operation is plus. Okay, here the operation is plus. You must give importance to that. That means when we add 0 with any number, we will get the same number. Because of that, 0 is known as additive identity. You may understand. And so let it be there. You may understood that topic, and you have to, after learning this, you have to write the same thing in your notebook. Role of 0, underline, then the things, and you can write it as the last line. So 0 is known as additive identity. And listen, let it be there. Forget about that now. Now let us go to the next. I'm going to give you an extra detail. That means 2 into something is equal to 0. What will be that something? 2 by 3 into something is equal to 0. What will be that something? That means you have to find out a number here such that when you multiply any number with that number, we have to get 0. Which will be that number? Answer is 0. Why? Because here the operation is multiplication. When you multiply 0 with any number, we will get the result as 0. It can be king, it can be queen, it can be a very poor man, whatever it is. When you multiply that particular thing when you multiply, not add, when you multiply that thing with the 0, we will get the result as 0. This is an extra detail for you. I know that you know this, but you can consider this as a recalling. But when you add 0 with any number, we will get the same number. Okay, that is the difference between addition and multiplication in the case of 0, and you may understood it well, isn't it? So we have discussed about role of 0. Now it is the time to discuss about role of 1. Our next topic is role of 1. So as I said, if you consider rational numbers as a particular movie, then 1 has a particular role in that movie, and if 0 has a particular role, 1 also will have a particular role in that movie. So now we are going to discuss about what is the role of 1 in this chapter rational numbers. So I am going to discuss about role of 1. So as I told you, it's a time to discuss about role of 1. In order to discuss about role of 1, let me give some question as in the previous question. 2 into what? 2 into something is equal to 2. 3 into something is equal to 3. Some 2 by 3 into something is equal to 2 by 3. And you may think that this is almost same as that of the previous session. No. What is the difference? Here the operation is multiplication. In the previous session it was addition. Here the operation is multiplication. That means we have to find a number such that when we multiply that particular number with 2, we have to get the same result too. It was addition in the previous session, you may understood. And here you have to find a number such that when you multiply, why? Because the operation is multiplication. When you multiply that number with 3, we have to get the same number 3. Then which will be that number? Can I write 0 here? Can I write 0? No, never. Why? Because we know that when you multiply 0 with any number, we will get 0. But we have to get the same number 2. Then what will be that number? Tell me. Let me count down. 1, 2, 3. Yes, your answer is correct. The number is 1. Because we know that when you multiply a number with 1, we will get the same number. When you multiply a number, when you multiply a number with 1, we will get the same number. That means here the answer is 1. Here the particular number is 1, because this is the property of 1. When you multiply any number with 1, we will get the same number. So 1 is known as multiplicative identity. What is 1? 1 is known as multiplicative identity. Why this 1 is known as multiplicative identity? Because of the reason when you multiply any number with 1, we will get the same number. That's why 1 is known as multiplicative identity. So you may understood what is role of 1. The role of 1 is when you multiply any number, you can multiply any number with 1, but we will get the same number. Suppose you just consider my example. If 1 is going to multiply me, then I will repeat. That means when you multiply a number with 1, we will get the same number. That is what is role of 1. Now we are going to discuss about the next topic. Our next topic is reciprocal of a number. You may know that what is reciprocal of a number, but still, since it is included in your textbook, that we have to discuss that reciprocal of a number. Then after that, we will discuss about negative of a number. Both topics are very simple, so just watch it. So next topic is negative of a number. What? Negative of a number. Negative of a number. Very simple example. What is the negative of 2? Minus 2. What? What is the question? What is the negative of 2? What is the negative of 2? Minus 2. Then can you tell me what is negative of minus 2? Negative of minus 2 is 2. Once again, negative of 2 is just give a minus in front. Answer will be minus 2. What is negative of minus 2? At that time we have to give a minus in front of minus 2. Then both minus will be plus, answer will be plus 2. Then what will be negative of minus 4? What will be the negative of minus 4? Answer is 4. Then what will be the negative of 4 minus 4? Simple. Over. Very simple, no? Negative of a number. You may understood what is negative of a number. You may feel that negative of a number is very simple, isn't it? Yes, negative of a number is a very simple session. Now I am going to give you some problems by using this property negative of a number. Let us do a few problems, very few problems. Problem is find x. Find x. Question is 2 plus x is equal to 0. This is the question. Find x such that 2 plus x is equal to 0. That means you have to find a number. You have to find x. So let it be any number. You have to find a number such that when you add that number with 2, we will get 0. Then what will be that number? Can anyone tell me? That number will be minus 2. Why? Because here the question is 2 plus a number is equal to 0. A 2 plus a number is equal to 0. I told you that number is minus 2. Why? Because we know that 2 plus minus 2 is equal to 0. You know one thing. When you add a number with its negative of that number, we will get the result as 0. That means 3 plus minus 3 will be 0. 2 plus minus 2 will be 0. That means when you add a number and its negative, the result will be 0. I am repeating, when you add, operation is addition. When you add a number with its negative, the result will be 0. So conclusion you can write how? When you add a number with its what? With its negative, result will be what? Result will be 0. When you add a number with its negative, result will be 0. Next topic is reciprocal. What? Reciprocal of a number. That means, let me give you a question. What is the reciprocal of 2? What is the reciprocal of, let it be, what is the reciprocal of 2 by 3? Question is what? What is the reciprocal of 2 by 3? What is the reciprocal of 2 by 3? Reciprocal of 2 by 3 is 3 by 2. And one more name is there for reciprocal, that is multiplicative inverse. What? Multiplicative inverse. Reciprocal is also known as what? Multiplicative inverse. And question is, what is the, what is multiplicative identity? We have already discussed multiplicative identity is 1, and this is a separate concept from multiplicative identity. This is multiplicative inverse. Multiplicative inverse is nothing but reciprocal. And what is the reciprocal of 2 by 3? It is 3 by 2. Then next question, what is the reciprocal of 1 by 2? What is the reciprocal of 1 by 2? It is 2 by 1. Reciprocal is 2 by 1. What is 2 by 1? 2 by 1 is nothing but 2, no? You may understand. Okay. Then let me ask you a question. What is the reciprocal of 2? Let it be 6. Question is what? What is the reciprocal of 6? What is the reciprocal of 6? Can I write 6 as 6 by 1 for better understanding? So instead of the question, instead of what is the reciprocal of 6, I am writing it as what? What is the reciprocal of 6 by 1? Why? Because 6 we can write it as 6 by 1. Now can you take the reciprocal of 6 by 1? What is that? 1 by 6. So in short, reciprocal of 6 is nothing but 1 by 6. How we found that? Instead of 6 we can write 6 by 1. Then it is very easy to take the reciprocal 1 by 6. Very easy. So you may understood the reciprocal. If there is no denominator, you can add the denominator as 1. Then it is very easy to take the reciprocal, isn't it? Suppose what is the reciprocal of 10? So I can change the question as what is the reciprocal of 10 by 1? What is the reciprocal of 10 by 1? 1 by 10. Simple. So now we are going to solve a very few questions for the better understanding of reciprocal. Let me give you a very simple question for better understanding of the property reciprocal. And these are the questions. Here the question is 2 by 3 into something is equal to 1. Then what will be that number? 2 by 3 into something, we have to get the result as what? 1. What will be that number? Think. Answer will be what? Answer will be 3 by 2. You know why? You just multiply 2 by 3 and 3 by 2. 2 by 3 into 3 by 2. What is that? What is 2 into 3? 6, no? What is 3 into 2? 6, no? 6 by 6 is 1. You got the result as 1. Next question. 6 by 7 into something is equal to 1. What will be that number? We had to get the result as what? Not 0. If the result is 0, what will be that number? Suppose the question is 6 by 7 into something is equal to 0. Then what will be that number? 0. Why? Because when we in order to multiply a number, in order to get result as 0, we have to multiply with 0. But here then we have to get the result as 1. What will be that number? Answer will be what? 7 by 6. You can check what? You just multiply 6 by 7 into what? 7 by 6. You can easily find that. What is 6 into 7? 42. What is 6 into 7? again 42. What is 42 by 42? 42 by 42 is 1. 42 by 42 is 1. 6 by 7 into 7, 6. You can multiply numerator, multiply denominator, because you know how to multiply two fractions. Just multiply numerator, multiply denominator. So we will get 42 by 42, that is 1. Understood? See? So how we can find out a number such that when you multiply that number with 6 by 7, we have to get 1. Which will be that number? That is nothing but 7 by 6. 7 by 6 is known as reciprocal of 6 by 7 now. This 7 by 6 is known as reciprocal of 6 by 7 now. And this is the application of reciprocal in problems. You may understood. One more problem. What is 2 into something is equal to 1? What will be that number? You know that answer will be the reciprocal of 2. How you can find out the reciprocal of 2? You know that answer will be here 6 by 7 into something is equal to 1. No, the answer will be reciprocal of 6 by 7, that is 7 by 6. So here also 2 into something is equal to 1 means answer will be what? Reciprocal of 2. No, answer will be reciprocal of 2. How you can find out the reciprocal of 2? Just write 2 as 2 by 1. Reciprocal of 2 by 1 is what? 1 by 2. We have already discussed how to take the reciprocal of a number without a denominator. You can keep the denominator as 1. So 2 by 1. So what is the reciprocal of 2 by 1? 1 by 2. So answer will be what? Answer will be 1 by 2. You may understood. So you may understood what is the application of reciprocal and how that all those things can be applied in problems, isn't it? Now altogether today we have discussed about role of 1, role of 0 and negative of a number, reciprocal. And you may think that when you read concept, you may think that the concepts are very simple, but you may feel that while we are doing problem we may get little bit confusions, isn't it? So that is a problem of this kind of sessions. You have to go in deep, then only we will get understood. So as I told you, we have discussed 4 properties today. Then what I'm going to do is, we are going to discuss few more concepts in this video itself. Now I'm going to give you some problems. So you can ask me why we are solving problems right now, because as I told you, we have discussed 4 properties. So this if you can able to solve the coming problems, that means you understood all the concepts. That means what is reciprocal, what is negative of a number, what is role of 0, what is role of 1. So I'm going to give you some problems based upon these 4 properties. Okay. So these are the questions. Find x. X is unknown. You have to find out the number. First question is 2 plus x is equal to 0. You can read it as 2 plus x is equal to 0 or 2 plus something is equal to 0. What will be that something? First question. Second question is minus 2 plus x is equal to 0. Third question, then what will be that x? You have to find out the value of x. 3 into x is equal to 0. Then what will be that x? And fourth question is 2 by 3 into x is equal to 2 by 3. What will be that x? And fifth question is minus 4 by 7 into x is equal to 1. What will be that x? And the last question is minus 6 by 2 plus x is equal to 0. What will be that x? And these are the 4 questions. First question, second question, third question, fourth question, fifth question and sixth question. Start solving this question. Now you can pause the video and start solving, because I'm going to explain the answer. So what you can do before seeing the answer, you must try to solve yourself. No, that's why I told you just pause, press pause button and try to solve yourself. And again you can play the video and watch the solution. So you were in pause. Now we can what? Now we can apply play button. Now you can apply play button. Now the video is playing. The answer is 2 plus x is equal to 0. Then what will be that x? X will be, can anyone tell me? X will be minus 2. We already discussed how in order to find out that value, that means we have to find out the value of x. That means this question says that when you add a number to 2, we have to get the result as 0. Then what will be that number? That will be negative of that number, negative 2. You know why? Because 2 plus minus 2 only will give you 0. You may understood. That will be negative of the number. How you can find out this number? That means this question says that when you add an unknown with the 2 we have to get the result as 0. Then what will be that unknown? Since the operation is addition, that unknown will be what? Negative of the number, because we have to get the result as 0. So answer is negative 2. Then the next question is minus 2 plus x is equal to 0. Again we have to find an unknown such that when we add that unknown to minus 2 we have to get the result as 0. Which will be that unknown? Since the operation is addition, unknown will be negative of that number. What is negative of this number? Here the number itself, it is negative 2. So what will be that negative of the number? Answer will be 2, because negative of negative 2 is 2. So this number will be 2. And third question, 3 into x is equal to 0. What will be that number? 0. X is nothing but 0, because 3 into 0 is only will give you 0. 2 by 3 into x is equal to 2 by 3. That means when you multiply a number, we have to find an unknown number, such that when you multiply unknown with 2 by 3, we will get the same result 2 by 3. What will be that number? That will be 1, because we know that when you multiply 1 with any number only, we will get the same number. And minus 4 by 7 into x is equal to 1. What will be that number? How you can know that? We already discussed. Which will be that number? That will be the reciprocal of that number, isn't it? So answer will be, what is the reciprocal of minus 4 by 7? 7 by minus 4. Answer will be 7 by minus 4. We already discussed. And minus 6 by 2 plus x is equal to 0. What will be that number? Again we are going to add an unknown with a number. We have to get the result as 0. What will be that number? That will be negative of this number. What will be negative of minus 6 by 2? Answer will be 6 by 2. Over. These are the solutions. You may understand. If you can able to do this problem, that means you understood all the 4 concepts: reciprocal, multiplicative inverse, multiplicative identity, negative, everything you have understood. If you can able